Tonight's season ticket holder night.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about coming to Hershey Bears games?
Seeing all the players and getting all the autographs.
What would you say your most memorable moment of last season was?
I don't know, just being here with my dad.
What's your favorite part about coming to a Bears game?
Actually, I love the interaction with the other fans. Really love doing that. You know, we sit with a lot of great other season ticket holders in 103 and 102 and everything, and so that's the biggest thing is how much fun we have with the other fans. To be honest with you, that's been a fantastic part of it coming here. So everybody's great.
Who's your favorite player on the roster right now?
Travis Boyd.
Travis Boyd.
Love Travis. We met him at the it's a bunch of personal events and everything. We got to know him, and he's a fantastic player on the ice and off the ice. Really great in person, and we love him.
What is your favorite part about coming to the Bears games?
Fights.
The fights.
To see Chris Bork.
To see Chris Bork. See your favorite player? All right. Thank you guys very much. What are your expectations coming into this season here at Hershey?
Expectations are pretty high. Personally, I'm looking to get my foot in the door. It's my first year here in the league, and I'm just trying to break wind here. But as a team expectation, I think we had a great season last year. Went the whole way to the finals. Didn't really get the result we wanted to at the end, but I think we are going to hold ourselves to a high expectation because of the year we had last year.
And so far, how do you like it here?
I loved it. I got here at the end of the year, and I was here for about 3 months, and then the regular season, and then into the postseason. It's a great town. The fan base, I mean, as you see today, they're behind us. So it's the best in the AHL, and it's going to be a fun place.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck this season. So, what are you most looking forward to this season with the Bears?
Well, of course, the guys that have come back, Chris, Ryan, a couple of the other guys, and see some of the new guys that are coming up from South Carolina. So it should be a good season. I mean, they had none to be ashamed of last season. They met more high expectations than anybody could have imagined. So I thought last season was very good, even though they lost in the finals. They went up against a good team in Lake Erie. But I'm looking forward to this year with Hershey.
Excellent. What is your favorite part about being a Hershey Bears season ticket holder?
It's like, besides what's going on the ice, you have your hockey family. So you sit in the stands, and these are people that you see every game, and everybody, we're talking and everything, what's going on with the game. So besides cheering the guys on, you have your small family in the stands. And it's a great atmosphere, it's a great time.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you so much for the interview.
Hey, no problem.
B-E-A-R-S, Bears, Bears, Bears!
Had a successful run in the playoffs, but it was busy too, so just really happy to be back here and excited to get things going.
Since you mentioned the long postseason run, how long did it take you to get back into recuperate from that long run?
I took about three weeks off, and then just started slowly in the gym, and kind of slowly built up in my summer program to get me ready for the camp that we've had.
What are you most excited about being back in Hershey this year?
I think just the atmosphere. How can you not love it here? It's definitely the best place to play in the whole American Hockey League, and when I had the opportunity to sign back here, it was a huge thrill for me, and obviously the fans and the organization itself. It's really special, and it's a great community, and I'm just really happy to be back.
Last question: you were able to play with Chris in Hartford, and then you guys joined up here at the Bears. What's it like to be playing again this season with him?
It's awesome. It's a pretty special experience to be able to play with a family member and a brother, and we've been fortunate enough to do it for 3 seasons now. So
we look to continue what we built last year, and hopefully we can put another run in action, and hopefully cap it off this year.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. How was your off season?
It was good. It was short, but that's a good thing. I just kind of had a month or two to relax, and then started getting back in the swing of things. But it was short, but it was good to be. It's good to be back.
How's the atmosphere in the locker room so far with the beginning of the season?
We don't have all the guys down here yet. There's still guys up in Washington for training camp, but the guys that we have, it's a good group of guys right now, and we're going into camp tomorrow, and it should be a good day.
And what are you looking most forward to this season?
Finishing what we didn't finish last season. We made it all the way to the finals, and losing out kind of left a bad taste in our mouth. But hopefully, our ultimate goal is to win a Calder Cup.
How was your off season?
It was great. It was really productive. Got a lot of leg strength back, and gained some weight, and it came into camp right where I wanted to be.
How was the atmosphere at camp this year?
The atmosphere at camp was awesome. It was especially the last day. I got to face the line, Kuznetsov, Oshie, and Ovechkin, and being able to challenge yourself in a camp like that it's a once in a lifetime experience for a lot of people, and just taking it all in at once was awesome.
Excellent. So what do you have as your own expectations for being here in Hershey?
Just get as many games in as I can, and hope for the best and play as hard as I can, and hopefully good things will happen.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
How was the off season with development camp and the camp that just passed?
Well, I think that was a pretty active off season with the amount of changes we made. Obviously, we had to hire a new assistant coach, and we actually added a few other staff members. One thing we wanted to do was try and increase the potential for players to have better success with a strength and conditioning coach, and we hired a video coach. So even though the off season was short with going to the Calder Cup, mid-June, it was fairly active with adding more staff members. So we stayed quite busy, actually.
Awesome. With Helmer being promoted, how does that add or take away from the bench, and how is it added?
Well, I think it's good in a couple of fronts. I mean, one, obviously, from my perspective, with replacing him with Doug, him and I are obviously good friends, and we coach together, so it's an easy transition that way. And actually, Reed Cashman, who's ultimately replacing Brian on the back end with the defense, is someone I coached back in 07, 08, and was familiar with him. So, I'm hoping that both moves will work out for the best.
All right, and coming into the preseason games, who's on your watch list?
Well, I think that, real anxious to see our goaltending situation. We got VTech coming up from South Carolina, had a really good year down there, and we brought in a new Joey Canado, will be here at some point next week with him coming from Vancouver Canucks organization. So it'll just be interesting there with two new goaltenders, and I'm real anxious to check the Dietz kid out. He's going to basically ultimately replace Bergdorfer on the back end. So I liked him in Washington during training camp. So he's a guy I'm going to have my eye on from and then up front, we got potentially that Thomas kid coming down. So. But we're going to have a lot of returning guys, so we just want to hopefully get them improving on last year's season.
All right, last question. Last year you had quite a few rookie defensemen. How have they matured in the offseason?
Well, I think that all three have had very, very good camps up in Washington, which is great. We're still going to be very youthful back there because all three of the young kids, Juice, Bowie, and Lewington are still going to be second-year players. And then we're going to add Siegenthaler as a rookie. So, 4 defensemen on the ages of 22 years old. But hopefully, there's some development there with those young kids, and the experience of going to the Calder Cup final will hopefully make them even better this year.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
And have a great season.
Thank you very much.
it was quite an exciting off-season for you. Want to tell us about how your off-season went?
Yeah, I mean, obviously at the start it was disappointing losing in the Calder Cup finals, but what went on after that was pretty exciting. You know, get the chance to interview for Doug's position and ended up getting it and haven't looked back, so I'm very excited about it.
What are you most excited about for this season?
Just to get started. I mean, I think we might get 14 to 16 guys back from last year's team, and it's the most players back since the 2010 team. So, and we all know what happened then was a pretty special year. So hopefully we can repeat that, or just do what we can, and hopefully bring back our 12th Calder Cup here.
All right, I asked this question to Troy earlier today. Who's on your hot list right now for young guys?
Well, there's, obviously for me, it'd be the back end with Madison Bowie, Christian Juice, and Tyler Lewington. You know, I worked with those three guys last year, and I'd love to see those three guys have a better season than they had last year, and they had good seasons. So, going to the playoffs, Tyler was one of our best defensemen down the stretch, and Madison throughout the season had really good games, and then Christian Juice just keeps getting better and better, and he's got great offensive skill and sees the ice really well. So those would be my three picks.
All right, well, hey, Thank you very much for the
All
interview.
right.
So, Oliver, what can you tell me about being in Hershey so far?
Just see all the fun here. It's pretty fun. I'm like a guy invited at the camp. I'm going to enjoy my time here, and we'll see after.
Excellent. So, what are you most excited for this upcoming season?
Well, I just heard it's a great city, and it's a fun place to play, and the fans are unreal.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you. Good luck this
Thank
season. How was your off season?
It was good. I got to go home, spend some time with the family, and travel a little bit. Had a couple weddings, and got down to starting to work out and stuff, get ready for the season.
What are your expectations for the upcoming season?
I think pretty much the same as everyone. Just come to work each day, try and get better, and try and have a good start to the season.
I know you were up at camp last week with all the young guys that are up there now. How's the guys like Bowie, Verana, all those guys? How are they coming along?
Good. I mean, I think you saw the progression that they made last year, getting better, day by day and game by game, and if they keep that up, then I think they'll be up in the up with the big club shortly.
All right. And last question, I asked your brother the same one earlier. I know you guys were playing together up in Hartford, and now you're back in Hershey together. How does it feel?
It's great. I mean, anytime you can play with one of your siblings, it's special. Definitely don't take it for granted. I think we enjoy every moment we have together.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. So how long have you been a season ticket holder?
About 6 or 7 years.
What's your favorite aspect of the Hershey Bears games?
I'd say the family aspect, the family involvement.
Excellent. What about the family involvement? What's your...
Kids on the Jumbotron, the things for kids, that type of stuff.